The 2023 ICC Cricket World Cup will be the first edition of the ODI World Cup tournament, where every team is required to qualify for their right to participate. With just over a year to go until the World Cup, we have only confirmed 2 of the 10 participants, defending champions England and hosts India. They will be joined by 6 other teams from the Cricket World Cup Super League and 2 teams from the World Cup Qualifier. 32 teams began their World Cup qualifying campaign in 2019 in a series of structured tournaments in 3 divisions. The top 13 teams are participating in the Cricket World Cup Super League, from which 7 teams will join hosts India in qualifying directly for the 2023 World Cup. The remaining 5 teams will participate in the World Cup Qualifier for the final 2 spots. In the World Cup Qualifier, they will be joined by the top 3 teams from League 2, while the bottom 4 teams from League 2 and the top 2 teams from the Challenge League will participate in the World Cup Qualifier playoff for the final 2 places to round out the 12-team field in the qualifier. 7 teams in the Challenge League have been eliminated from contention and will no longer be able to qualify. They are Bermuda, Hong Kong, Italy, Kenya, Malaysia, Uganda and Vanuatu. That leaves 23 teams contesting for the 8 remaining spots. We will now go through each team's prospects for qualification in more detail. You can jump ahead to each team's section by clicking on the chapter in the video description. First, we will go through each team taking part in the Challenge League, then the teams taking part in League 2, and finally the teams in the Super League. The path to World Cup qualification for those in the Challenge League is the most arduous. The league consists of competition in 2 groups, with the winner of each group progressing to the 6-team qualifier playoff tournament. The top 2 from the qualifier playoff will progress to the World Cup qualifier. With 5 matches left for each team in Group A, Canada sit in first place with a 4-point lead over second place Singapore. A further 2 points behind is Denmark, and another 2 points back is Qatar. Vanuatu and Malaysia can no longer qualify from this group. Canada should be favourites to progress from this group with 9 wins from 10 matches so far, but 3 other teams can still mathematically finish on top. It will be a hard task for Denmark and Qatar, as they will need to win at least 4 of their 5 remaining matches and depend on other results going their way. Meanwhile, Singapore still need to win 3 matches more than Canada from their last 5. All remaining matches will be held in December 2022 in Malaysia. With all matches complete in Group B, group leaders Jersey will progress to the playoff, and all other teams in the group are eliminated from World Cup qualification. League 2 consists of a single group of 7 teams, with each team playing a total of 36 matches over the course of 3.5 years. The top 3 teams will go straight into the World Cup qualifier, while the remaining 4 teams will contest the qualifier playoff for the right to participate in the qualifier. Scotland should be favourites to progress from this group, while it might end up being a tight finish for 2nd and 3rd. Oman currently sit in first place in League 2, having already completed all 36 of their matches. Although they will likely hold their place in the top 3, their top 3 position is not guaranteed. The formula for Scotland to secure a top 3 finish is simple: win at least 4 of their 8 remaining matches against Namibia and Nepal. The United States will need to win all 8 of their remaining matches to equal current leaders Oman. They should be targeting wins in their 4 matches against PNG, but with another 4 matches against Namibia, a top 3 finish is looking unlikely. Hot on their heels will be the UAE, who are sitting 1 point behind in 4th with 2 matches in hand. They will have to win at least 9 of their 10 remaining matches to guarantee finishing higher than Oman and the United States. Namibia cannot afford to lose any of their 8 remaining matches against PNG and Nepal, and will have to win at least half their remaining matches against Scotland, the United States and UAE to claim a top 3 finish. Nepal will need to win 14 of their 16 remaining matches to have any hope of finishing in the top 3. Playing 8 of those matches at home will definitely help, but winning so many of their remaining matches will be a tough ask. Even if PNG win all of their 16 remaining matches, they will be reliant on a lot of other results going their way to finish in the top 3, and so will certainly have to contest the qualifier playoff. Based on these scenarios, it is looking most likely that Scotland, Namibia and Oman will progress directly to the World Cup qualifier, while UAE, United States, Nepal and PNG will join Canada and Jersey in the qualifier playoff. The top 8 teams from the Super League will qualify automatically for the World Cup, with the 5 remaining teams set to contest the World Cup qualifier, from which 2 teams will progress to the World Cup. Hosts India have already qualified, while England have accumulated enough points with 6 matches remaining to secure a top 8 finish. Zimbabwe and the Netherlands can no longer finish in the top 8 and will contest the World Cup qualifier. Bangladesh and Pakistan are currently in 2nd and 3rd position with 12 wins each. Both of these teams will need to win one of their 6 remaining matches to secure a top 8 finish. Bangladesh will play England at home and Ireland away. Bangladesh can cement a place in the top 8 and an automatic berth at the World Cup before even playing their next match if Sri Lanka cannot secure a 3-0 series win against Afghanistan in January 2023. Pakistan will also need to win at least one of their 6 remaining matches when they play New Zealand at home and Afghanistan away. Just like Bangladesh, Pakistan can also automatically qualify without playing any more matches if Sri Lanka is not able to secure a 3-0 series win against Afghanistan. Australia have effectively already qualified for the World Cup as they will be awarded 3 wins for their series with South Africa, which was originally scheduled for January 2023. South Africa have forfeited all 3 of those matches as they are prioritising participation in their domestic T20 league. Australia can also cement their place in the World Cup if they are able to secure a 3-0 series win in their currently ongoing series against New Zealand. However, if New Zealand are able to win this series or the series is shared, New Zealand will automatically qualify. Otherwise, New Zealand will need to secure just 2 more wins from their 9 remaining matches. So that's 6 teams essentially qualified for the World Cup, leaving us with 5 teams vying for the last 2 automatic qualification spots, and that is quite an interesting race. West Indies have completed all 24 of their matches and currently sit in 8th place with 88 points. They are unlikely to remain in the top 8 as they will be reliant on Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and South Africa losing most of their remaining matches. Ireland will need to win all 3 of their matches against Bangladesh and rely on South Africa and Sri Lanka to lose most of their remaining matches in order to automatically qualify. If Afghanistan can win their next series against Sri Lanka in January 2023, they will have enough points to qualify automatically. Otherwise, they will be reliant on New Zealand winning their series over Sri Lanka, or they may also need to win at least 2 matches against Australia, India or Pakistan. By forfeiting their series against Australia, South Africa have placed themselves in a very precarious position. However, by winning 4 of their 8 remaining matches, they can finish above the West Indies, and 5 wins will ensure South Africa finish ahead of Ireland. With 5 wins, they too will be reliant on Sri Lanka losing at least one of their series against Afghanistan or New Zealand. Sri Lanka cannot lose their series against Afghanistan if they wish to remain in the race for automatic qualification. Losing the series will mean they have to win all 3 of their matches against New Zealand and depend on South Africa winning less than 3 of their remaining matches. Winning the series 3-0 against Afghanistan, Sri Lanka will still need at least 1 win against New Zealand and depend on Afghanistan to not win a single match against Australia, India or Pakistan in order to reach the top 8. So in summary, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Australia and New Zealand are almost certain of automatic qualification and joining host India and defending champions England at the 2023 World Cup. Afghanistan can secure their spot with a series win against Sri Lanka, while it is looking most likely that South Africa will claim the 8th and final automatic qualifying position. That leaves Sri Lanka, West Indies, Ireland, Zimbabwe and the Netherlands to contest the World Cup qualifiers, where they will most likely be joined by Scotland, Namibia and Oman. Let us know in the comments who you think will miss the cut for the top 8 in the ODI Super League and will be forced to go through the World Cup qualifier to qualify for the 2023 ICC Cricket World Cup.